welcome to another episode of the Death Saving Bros podcast, where I just talk to you for a few minutes. As I'm recording this, I'm actually sitting, watching the clock and thinking, oh crap, I have to get on a plane in just a few hours. This week, I will actually be out of the country, and Eric will just be getting back into the country. So we've got a lot of things up in the air at the moment. And on top of that, we are still in the process of training our second editor, and that would be Ben. Up until this point, I have been editing all of the episodes with the help of Brad Renfro on the recaps. But to kind of share the load a little bit and to open up our schedules so that we can kind of try out a few other things, Ben will hopefully start taking over some of the editing of the podcast, so we're looking forward to that. But as of right now, he is not up to speed, so because of all the traveling that is going on, we won't be able to get an episode done for you on the day that this little chat comes out. So instead, I just wanted to give you a little rundown on where we've been, where we're going, and on top of all of that, to thank you, listeners, because without you, none of this would have happened and we wouldn't have any plans moving forward. So thank you very much. If you've been listening to us, if you've been paying attention to our social media, you would have noticed that we are doing a giveaway. We have that planned, and if you're listening to this on the day that it comes out, that's June 18th, 2019. Tomorrow is the last day to get in your review on iTunes or Apple Podcasts, at least for it to count towards the giveaway. If we hit 20 iTunes and Apple Podcast reviews by midnight Eastern Daylight Savings Time in the US, then we will go ahead and up the value of our planned giveaway. As of right now, we're looking at some dice. If we get to those 20 reviews, then we'll probably wind up making the dice fancier, and we'll probably throw in some other cool things as well, like t-shirts from our merchandise and D&D books, whether it's the new Ghosts of Saltmarsh or another adventure module. We haven't decided quite yet. So definitely keep an eye out on Twitter and Instagram to see the details of that giveaway, and also to figure out how to win. Because what's the point of a giveaway if you can't win, right? So those are the details of what we've got so far on the giveaway. Hope to see your review, because we will read it on the air. And so go get those in. You still have 24 hours as of this coming out. Looking at where we've been, let's go ahead and start there. Lots of characters have come across the screen. I know that I have played a large litany of NPCs, some of them better than others. Some of them are Taylor, and some of them are Lord Fartworthy. But we would like to keep on bringing new characters, and not just from our perspective. What we have decided is we're going to try and bring on a few guests, especially as we come up to our 50th episode. We have a couple people lined up who are fans of the show, who have been supporting us since the beginning, and hopefully you will enjoy their take on the world of Ralvaria. Other future projects that we have in mind, in addition to continuing to bring you awesome podcasting content, we're looking to try and expand our contributions to the Dungeons & Dragons community. Ben has already done a fantastic job of doing that with the Life Saving Bros Instagram page, where you can find tips, tricks, and other gaming materials to help bring your D&D campaign to life. Love that tagline. And but sometimes it is a little difficult to see the pictures on that feed, so we're looking to expand into a proper Death Saving Bros website. Right now we have our podcast website, but we want to try and open that up so that you can see some blog posts, so you can access those files like the one shot that we just finished, and you can go ahead and pull things down and use them in your own campaigns. And in conjunction with the new website, we'd like to bring in some artwork and some new original music. Those of you that were paying attention may have noticed during the Ryford segment that there was a piece of music that continued to play pretty frequently, right around the mid-roll, and then during various parts of the pit fights, and then walking around town. We haven't been able to put original music like that back into the podcast, but we do have that in mind, and we want to keep doing that because that was really awesome, and our composer for that was fantastic, and we would love to give him more space to create. But all of that, the art, the website, everything, even just keeping what we've got so far, that all does cost money, and it is starting to come to a point where we're considering doing a Patreon. We are doing our best to take care of things as they come up, but as we continue to grow the podcast, as we continue to try and create more for you, offer more to you, our listeners, those costs also go up. So hosting fees, mic fees, software fees, all website fees, all of that winds up going into consideration. So we're trying to figure out a balance between those costs of maintaining a podcast and also bringing value to you. So if we do wind up going the Patreon route, or perhaps just a one-time Kickstarter, you can be sure that when we do that, we'll make sure that we have something extra for those of you that are able to give us your patronage. That is still a long ways off, I think. I think that's very much a back burner for us. We're trying to do the other things like the website and the music, and then bringing on some guests first. That is first and foremost our priority at this time. And other than that, we hope you have a wonderful week. We hope you have enjoyed the year of listening to us, and we hope you appreciate this little state of affairs, as it were. Let's look forward to another year of podcasting with you, another year of Dungeons & Dragons, adventuring with our Death Saving Bros in the realm of Ralvaria. So those of you that are listening in your car, in your home, or wherever you may be, keep saving those death throws, and we'll see you on the next one. Some of the sounds and background music in this production are copyright material. The track Fantasy Chamber Adventure is music by Orchestralis. The Death Saving Bros theme song is an abridged version of the song Run by Kai Angle and sourced from the Free Music Archive. This track is used with permission under Creative Commons Attribution License 4.0. You can read the full license at creativecommons.org/licenses/by/4.0/legal code.